We see it all the time. The letters BPA. What do they stand for? Bisphenol A, or BPA, is a chemical used to make a hard, clear plastic called polycarbonate. Some sealants, and thermal paper such as the paper used to print cash register receipts. Most of us living in the United States have BPA in our bodies, but the human health effects are unknown. Our main sources of BPA are household products. Today, fewer products contain BPA than in 2010 because of efforts by Washington State, federal agencies, and some product manufacturers. So what products have BPA? BPA enters our bodies mainly through food and beverages that have been in contact with polycarbonate. You can find BPAs in canned foods because most metal cans are lined with a sealant containing BPA. Sports water bottles may contain BPA if purchased before July of 2012. Baby bottles, sippy cups, and other containers designed for children 3 years old and younger may contain BPA if purchased before July of 2011. Baby pacifiers. Other hard clear plastic food or beverage containers. This symbol means it may contain BPA, so look for the number 7. And surprisingly, cash register receipts. Some manufacturers make BPA-free thermal paper, but it's often coated with a chemical called BPS. According to a 2014 report from the EPA, BPS may pose health hazards similar to BPA because the two chemicals are structured in similar ways, and BPS is also easily transferred to skin. So what kind of products are we looking for that are BPA-free? Glass and stainless steel containers with no plastic linings. Brick-shaped cardboard cartons like juice boxes used for food packaging. Cartons made by Tetra Pak or SIG Combi Block do not contain BPA, so look for those names on the bottom of the cartons. BPA-free can be found with plastic containers labeled with a 1, 2, or 5 in the recycle triangle. But beware. Here are just a few reasons BPA-free won't protect you. BPA-free plastic containers may be just as hazardous. The concerns are this. Human exposure to BPA is widespread. A survey of the U.S. population found BPA in 93% of urine samples from people aged 6 and older. Any level of exposure at all may cause endocrine or reproductive abnormalities. The United States Food and Drug Administration and the National Toxicology Program agree that recent studies provide reason for some concern about the potential effects of BPA on the brain, behavior, and prostate gland of fetuses, infants, and children. So how can you reduce your exposure to BPA? The best way to reduce your BPA exposure is to avoid household products that contain BPA. Food choices as well. Eat fresh and frozen foods instead of foods stored in cans. Purchase foods packed in glass containers, ceramic containers, or cardboard brick-shaped cartons. Juice boxes are an example of a cardboard brick-shaped carton. Look on the bottom to see if it was made by Tetra Pak or SIG Combi Block. For all those food containers you may have stored already at home, replace anything pre-2011. That includes baby bottles, sippy cups, water bottles, and other hard, clear plastic food storage containers. Throw away any cracked or scratched plastic containers. Recycle them if possible, or just put them in the garbage. Use glass or unlined stainless steel water bottles. Go ahead and keep those plastic containers labeled with a 1, 2, or 5. They do not contain BPA or other plastic chemicals of concern. Dispose of any plastic containers labeled with a 7 inside the recycle triangle. Although not all 7 plastics contain BPA, It's not easy to tell which contain BPA and which don't. So what are some things that you can do to protect yourself from BPAs? Use polycarbonate plastic for non-food items and storage only. Heat your food in glass, ceramic, or stainless steel containers. In polycarbonate containers, heat leaches more BPA into foods and liquids. Wash your polycarbonate containers by hand instead of in the dishwasher to prevent scratching. Scratching releases more BPA. Safer practices for receipts. Wash your hands after handling receipts, and consider wearing gloves if you're going to be working with a lot of them. I thank you guys so much for sticking with me throughout this entire video if you have, and as always, if this information helped you and you feel that it can help someone else, please share it. Like it, comment, subscribe. This is Simply Mary, and you can visit me at simplymarymusic.com. Thank you so much again.